Hello, my learned friends. In this lecture, I am going to discuss with you about structure of prokaryotic cell. This is a part of Unit 1 overview of cells. And in this lecture, I have already prepared only topic contents here. At first, you see structure of prokaryotic cell. In this lecture, to describe the structure of prokaryotic cell, we select bacterium. Bacterium is the singular form of bacteria. Why we select bacterium to describe the prokaryotic cell? Because bacterium contain all the essential structures which represents the structure of a prokaryotic cell. It is an ideal organism to describe prokaryotic cell. It is the developed form among all kinds of prokaryotic cell. You see, the total structure of bacterium formed of cell boundary, which includes capsule or slime layer, cell wall, plasma membrane. Second, inside the cell boundary, cytoplasm present, which is a semi-liquid colloidal substance. From cytoplasm, different types of external projections develop, and these projections are called as cytoplasmic appendages, which are flagella and pili or fimbriae. Next one, cytoplasmic component, that means components, different types of components present inside the bacterial cell or in cytoplasm, which are mesosome, ribosome, nucleoid, plasmid, RNA, chromatophore, magnetosome, carboxysome, and vacuole. Now, I am going to describe all the structures in this diagram, which I have already prepared. You see, this is the structure of a bacterium. In this structure, we start from cell boundary. In cell boundary means any covering or layer which covers the cytoplasm externally. Among these cell boundary, this is cell membrane. Cell membrane is the first layer which surrounds the cytoplasm externally. Next one is in green color. This is a sketch diagram. In green color, this layer shows the cell wall, and this red color, this layer of red color show the capsule or slime layer. All these are cell boundaries, components of cell boundary. At first, I am going to describe a plasma membrane. This is plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is elastic in nature, and this membrane formed of lipoprotein. It is lipoprotein chemically lipoprotein in nature. Next to the cell membrane, it is otherwise called as plasma membrane also. Next to the cell membrane, this membrane. Next one is cell wall. Cell wall is made up of cell wall present in bacteria and present in plant cell also. But there is a difference in chemical composition. In case of bacterium, or you may call as bacteria, the cell wall formed of peptidoglycan, which is otherwise called as murin, and it is a one kind of mucopolysaccharide. Chemical composition of the cell wall of bacteria or bacterium is chemically peptidoglycan or peptidoglycan or it is otherwise called as murin. It is called as peptidoglycan or murin, and it is chemically mucopolysaccharide. Now, then the external layer which is present outside the cell wall is capsule. Capsule is also formed of polysaccharide and protein, and this layer, when it contains a lot of water, then this layer is called as slime layer. Slime layer is a viscous layer around the cell wall. But when due to the removal of the water molecules from this layer, slime layer, this layer became rigid, and at that rigid condition, this layer is called as capsule. And all these three are included in the cell boundary. Next to the cell boundary, I am going to tell about cytoplasmic appendages. Cytoplasmic appendages means appendages or external outgrowths which develop from the cytoplasm. Therefore, called as cytoplasmic appendages. In case of bacterium, there are two kinds of cytoplasmic appendages present, which are flagella and another one is pili or fimri. They are structurally different and functionally also different. At first, flagella. This is the structure of flagella, and in singular it is called as flagellum. I show here only single flagellum. If you see the structure, flagellum is a whip-like structure. It is one kind of long whip-like structure. It is slender and it is of intragenic origin. That means it is originated from the interior of the cell. This is originated from a granular structure which is called as blepharoplast or basal body. The main function of the flagellum or flagella is movement of the cell, and this flagellum formed of a protein called as flagellin. Second one, this structure pili or fimri are some short hair-like structure, and these are not intragenic origin. These are with extragenic origin. That means they develop from the outermost part of the cell. And these pili formed of a protein called as pilin, and this pili otherwise called as fimri also. The main function of this pili is to adhesion. When this cell adhered with any kind of other bacterial cell, in special case of a process occurs in bacterial cell which is called as conjugation. This structure helps in conjugation. Now we have to see cytoplasmic component. Cytoplasmic component means inside this cell membrane, this compartment contains a semi-liquid colloidal viscous substance. This substance, granular substance, is called as cytoplasm. Suppose this is cytoplasm. Okay, this is cytoplasm. Inside the cytoplasm, different components are present. All these components are collectively called as cytoplasmic component. First, I am going to describe about mesosome. These are the structure. These structures are called as mesosome. Mesosomes, what do you mean by mesosome? Mesosomes are the finger-like projections. These are the finger-like projections which develop from the cell membrane. This structure looks like the cristae of mitochondria in prokaryotes. See, they are structurally almost similar, and these structures are called as mesosome. What is the function of mesosome? Mesosomes are the site of respiration. In case of bacterium. The function is also similar with the cristae, which are present in a mitochondrial bodies. Okay. Then second one is ribosome. Suppose these are ribosomes. Okay, these are ribosomes. These structures are ribosome. In case of prokaryotic cell, as bacteria is a prokaryotic cell, therefore it contains ribosome which are generally 70 S type. S means sedimentation coefficient or Sevenberg constant, which I will discuss in later classes. So you see, ribosome is an important component. Next one is nucleoid. Nucleoid I have already mentioned in previous classes. This is the circular DNA. This circular DNA present scattered throughout the cytoplasm without any definite membrane system. Therefore, this structure is called as nucleoid. And nucleoid is the main genetic material of the prokaryotic cell, or in this case bacterial cell. Next one is plasmids. This is the structure of plasmid. Plasmid is also a circular DNA, like this DNA, but their size is very, very small. Therefore, this is called as extra chromosomal DNA. That means DNA other than the chromosomal DNA. This is the chromosomal DNA. That means nucleoid is the chromosomal DNA. This is the bacterial chromosome, and this is molar in size, and this structure is called as plasmid. There are different types of plasmid. Next one is RNA. This is the structure of RNA. RNA is single stranded structure which also helps in protein synthesis in this cell. Next one is chromatophore. If you see the structure, these structures are chromatophore. What is the main function of chromatophore and what is it? So chromatophores are some pigment bearing flattened discrete sac-like structure, and these structures contain pigment, and these structures are not present in all kinds of bacteria. These structures specially present in those bacteria which are capable of photosynthesis. That means this type of structure, chromatophore, which contain pigment and discrete sac-like structure, these structure present only in photosynthetic bacteria. And like this structure, another structure is carboxysome. I have this is carboxysome. This structure is carboxysome. Carboxysome is also a sac-like structure, and this structure contain an enzyme RUBP carboxylase for carbon dioxide fixation in case of photosynthetic bacteria. This structure is also present only in case of photosynthetic bacteria, not in all kind of bacteria. Next one is magnetosome. Magnetosomes are some cytoplasmic inclusions present within this bacterial cell. What is cytoplasmic inclusion? Cytoplasmic inclusions are certain non-living materials. This type of structures are also present in also animal and plants also. These non-living material which present inside the bacterial cytoplasm is called as cytoplasmic inclusions. And in certain cases, in certain bacteria, more than one to small, very, very small size fibril also present. And this is the total structure of bacterium, and bacterium is the best and ideal representative of prokaryotic cell. You see the total diagram, and you can also copy this thing, this information from this. And I have, after my lecture, I included, after the end of my lecture, I am already included this topic, the information of this lecture. Thank you.